What's up, guys? Zaid here, and I am back on Duel and Book Rated. Now that the format reset, and now that I'm Plat 1 on Master Duel, there's nothing really to play Master Duel for, and I'm going to get back to grinding on here. So this was my first match, actually, in Rated, and it was a good match. And while I'm, just on the climb trying to get to high Rated, I want to do a lot more, reviewing my matches, mainly for me, to be honest. I want to watch them, see where I could have played better, and learn from my mistakes. But, I'm also now a creator, so why not post it and get some content too, and also get your guys' feedback on what you think I'm doing wrong. And just, you also can learn from me watching me, I'll learn from you in the comment section below. And so, yeah, let's get into this replay. He's going first. He opens Valor, Pandemonium, Dropsies, Nib, and Chalice. And I open Small World, LunaLight, Perfume, Nessie, Prosperity, Droplet. So my opening is pretty good for going second. Also, the deck I'm on is a LunaLight Brave deck with a Danger Engine in it. This is a deck that I posted a profile on, so if you're interested in it, go ahead and check out the channel. But he's, like I said, he's going first. He opened the combo being a Prank Kid, and he's also got double Hand Trap and a Chalice. So he's gonna summon Dropsies, make Meow Meow. Dropsies, I gain 1,000, I can't speak. I was about to say I gain 1,000 because on my second Master Duel account, I've been playing Prank Kids, so I thought I was gaining 1,000 for a second. Summons Fan, goes into Doodle Doo. Doodle, Chainlink 2. Doodle's probably going to add the continuous spell. No, he grabs Place. That's kind of weird to me. I guess he can dump this. Activates Place. Place is going to search him Lampsies. And he might just tribute add the 2 back here to play. I think this is the 4th summon, so that would play around Nib, and it would also make his Nib more powerful because there'd be nothing to risk losing. But this doesn't give him the ability to get that if he makes that line. So I guess let's see. Yeah, he is going to grab Wind Water. So he's opting to play around Nib, but foregoing the Prank Kid's Place. And he would lose very hard to a Bell right there, but nobody's really playing Bell right now. And so he's going to set Chalice, set the Pandemonium Pass. And I draw for turn, drawing into Water Enchantress of the Temple. And so I don't remember exactly how this duel went. I remember that I think I made a pretty questionable play coming up soon. But when we see it, we'll talk about it. So I lead with a Prosperity, which is probably correct. Banishing my Utopic Future package. I think it's safe to assume through double Battle Butler, 2 set cards, and possible hand traps that I'm not really going to get to utilize this engine, which is why I opted to banish it. Oh, and I guess I opted to go for 6. Let's see what other ones we got rid of. The Dagda, IP, and Dugaris. Those are also probably fine cards to banish. I don't think I regret getting rid of those, but I guess we'll see. So I'm interested in what the first 3 mills were. Yeah, so I did mill Tiger in the first 3, so it might have been fine to only do 3, but we end up adding the Foolish Burial Goods. Foolish Burial Goods is so insane in this deck. Getting you the trap card, the trap is so strong. Here I'm going to activate Goods. Another thing you might be wondering is why I'm not using the this engine first, and honestly I'm not 100% sure why. I think my theory was wanting to save it for discard off of the trap, but in reality I probably should have just shotgunned this, because if he had an Ash or something, that's fine, I would have gotten rid of the Ash. But since he doesn't, he could have traded a Valor with the Griffin. But I feel like it might have just been better trying to play around the Butler. But I'm not sure, actually. What do you guys think? Should I have just shotgun the Water Enchantress? We send Serenade. Serenade, pitch the Water. Summon Chick. Chick effect, dump the Yellow Martin. And then activate Perfume to summon the Yellow Martin. Overlay. This is a spot that I think was a pretty big misplay. I was thinking, right, if I make Dweller, I'll be able to prevent his Prank Kids from floating, and that could be very strong. But knowing he has 2 back row, one being Pandemonium, Something I could have also done here was overlay for Tornado Dragon. Attempt to enter battle phase. He would be forced in the main phase to flip the Pandemonium. And then I could chain Tornado Dragon, attempt to pop the second back row, which we see as a Chalice. He probably would just like let it resolve, sending it. And then the Butler would come out, getting rid of these 3. But I would still have to play through that. So I don't... Well, I have the Droplet to stop it, actually. So then if he were to try to like blow me up, I would have that. But that's assuming he banishes Meow Meow for it. And I'd have to send a monster. But that might have been right, but I'm not sure. And then, like, here, this was really bad, too, declaring the effect of Dweller, because he could have just... No, it's not bad, because if he would have chained this... I think that's what I was thinking, is he would just chain it. But instead, he had an Effect Veiler. And then I'm going to activate the Water Enchantress effect. Add the right, activate right. Summon out token, and search, or activate the Faithful Adventure. And then we're going to use Faithful Advent... Or, we're not yet. We're going to summon the token and attack. Oh, I wonder if this is... This is kind of questionable, too. I think the objective here is to, like, Zeus, but... That's not really doing much when I just did this engine. Maybe I should have just swung anyways? I don't know. So I hit him for 2k, and he just, like, takes it both. He's not going to summon the Butler. And then I go into the Zeus. Activate the effect of Faithful. Just going to search the equip spell and then discard a card. Oh no, it just searches the equip spell, my bad. Now I'm going to search a card, discard a card, add Griffin, pitch, equip spell, equip itself. And here he's going to activate Pandemonium. He's going to send the 3, summon the Butler, and then use all 3 of his Prank Kit effects. Chainlink 4, field spell. I don't think he can go Chainlink 5, field spell. I think it would have to be like Chainlink 5 Butler if he Butlers. It doesn't matter here, I don't think. So I'm thinking here, I'm going to chain the Droplet, and he's going to chain Chalice on Zeus. And I let it go instead of chaining Zeus. I could chain Zeus, but it would just, like, trade with this, which is going to be negated anyways. And, like, it just sucks that this is the Chalice here, because if not, I would have got to on-res blank all his pranks. Oh, and then he chain 8, uses the Butler again. So now I'm going to lose my monsters, and he's going to get the 3 prank kids that he floats into. Like, this did not work out very well for me here. I'm going to use Perfume. Because now I'm, like, able to play. But I have Tiger Chick, right? But I don't really have access to stuff that breaks boards. I wish I could look at my extra deck. But, like, not having the Zeus is kind of big. Like, I feel like I might have wasted that. We'll go ahead. Tiger Summon Chick. Dump Emerald. Bounce. Special with Martin. Go into the Force Strix effect, search. Do I have anything good to like use? No, I don't. So I'm just going to grab the Raider's Wing special itself by detaching. And then Link 2, that gets banished. Summon the Wise, summon out Zephyros. Activate Tiger, summon out. La-di-di-da. And then, yep, summon, dump, overlay, tornado. Tornado pop the field spell. This isn't like that good of a play here, honestly. But I don't know like what I was really even trying to do. Link in the Lambda. And then Zephyros bounce Tiger. Activate Tiger. Special. Overlay. Redoer. Redoer effect. Getting rid of Emerald Bird. So Emerald Bird will get its effect too and will trigger the Lambda. But that's like all we really have here. Then we're going to search Gamma, and I just have like Gamma Redoer, which is not very strong against what he has. And we get the spell, use it, trying to draw a hand trap or something. We just draw the driver, so it was literally like a waste. Here he's going to link into Bow Wow. Not Bow Wow, Dodo Doodle Do. Doodle 1, Fans 2, Drop 3. Summons out 2 more pranks. Searches the poly. And he just goes battle, punching my Lambda. And I just kind of scoop. It turns my Gamma off. I don't really have much going on. And he's going to be able to make the Battle Butler and stuff. So, like, any misplays you guys saw game 1, please point out. Because I feel like I definitely played that like shit. But game 2, I'm going first. I open Prosperity, Yellow Martin, Chick, Perfume, Goods. This was actually a ruling, like, not really ruling dispute, but we had like a little altercation here that I'm interested in seeing your guys' take on. So I use Goods, and I send the trap, and I declare the effect. But he goes, think on resolution. Like, on resolution of the Foolish Burial Goods, he's declaring the think. Because, as you see, he's got Lancia with 2 Prank Kids, a Place, and a Poly. I didn't even go over his hand. But here he says, think on res of the Foolish Burial Goods. And I ask him if I'm good to continue, and I go Prosperity. And so he's telling me I declared Serenade. I have to use Serenade. But he said think on resolution of the Foolish Burial Goods. So, and I'm trying to explain that to him. Like, you said think on resolution of goods. And I'm really asking you guys, do you think that, like, this is correct of me? Where he declared it on the resolution of goods. So I'm not, like, obligated to use the Serenade there. I went back for him when I was trying to use Serenade because he's like, wait, I want to think on res. But the fact that he thought on res indicated to me, and then he asked me a question regarding if the banishing is cost, which made it very obvious that he had Lancia. Like, he kind of told me that he had Lancia. And so I, playing around Lancia, go activate Prosperity. That way, if he were to try to chain Lancia, I can just chain Serenade Dance. So at this point, like, I'm going to get multiple cards that let me banish to resolve. I think that this was correct. Like, he said think on the resolution of the goods. If you guys think I sharked them, let me know. Because, like, I don't see it that way. But it definitely is an odd situation. And if you guys find yourself in that kind of situation, try not to let your opponent know that you have a Lancia. So I add Scythe off Prosperity because my other 2 choices weren't too great. But that's going to ensure that I don't have to make a Dagda. So it's just going to, like, let those 2 monsters that I would need become something else. So I'll Chick, dump Martin, activate Perfume. He'll chain Lancia here. And then I'll chain the Serenade Dance. And so this is a little weird, right? Because I don't have a way to search Tiger. So the play here is that we're going to use the Serenade Dance to summon the Tiger. And then we're going to special out the Yellow Martin off of its own effect. Or no, first it's coming off of Perfume. I overlay these for the Raid Raptor. I also could have went here into the, what did I banish? Oh, I banished Tiger King, which kind of stank because I could have made this Tiger King to just search the LunaLight Tiger by getting tanky. But because I didn't, we summon the Tiger, and then we're going to be able to bounce it off of Yellow Martin to add it to hand. So here we'll search Raider's Wing. We'll activate the Yellow Martin to bounce the Tiger. Detach to special. And because we're under Lancia, this goes to grave. Doesn't really matter in my build in particular, but if you're playing the build that plays multiple 4-Strix, that will come up for you. And then we're going to go into Y-Strix. Y-Strix is going to special, getting us the Zephyros. Overlay these for the Gaga Magician. Magician effect, detach special out the Raid Raptor. Overlay these bad boys. Going into F0, and then the Utopic Draco. And then I'm going to activate Tiger. Special, what am I going to special? Special Chick. Chick dump. Dump Emerald. And then bounce to special the Zephyros. Activate Tiger. Oh, I don't activate Tiger. I just hard Tornado Dragon. Tiger effect. Summon out Yellow Martin. Use Tornado to pop the Tiger to summon out the Kaleido Chick. And then overlay these for a Dweller. My thinking here, right, is like, if he has droplets, he's going to have to hit all 3 of these cards. And so that's going to be a 4-card investment. And really, I just kind of need him to not have droplets, to be honest, because I would probably just lose to it because he'd pitch everything but a prank and then have a prank to play. But we see that he doesn't have droplets, so this should just be enough. He draws an additional Lancia, And I draw phase Dweller, and he just scoops it up. We're going to go to game 3. He's going to go first. I draw Enchantress, Tiger, Martin, Chick, Serenade Dance. He draws Lancia, Pranks, Dropsies, Mystic Mine, Instant Fusion. So he goes Summon Dropsies, activate Instant Fusion. This is cool because it lets you chain block the Dropsies just in case I were to have Ash. But as you see, I don't have a hand trap. So he goes into the Doodle. And then he's going to, what's it called? Chain link 2 Dropsies. So I guess it didn't even really play around because he like put Dropsies where it could still be ashed. But I'll summon the fire, add Pandemonium. And then he'll activate Dodo. I feel like that's a little bit of a questionable way to play it too. Like, what are you really getting out of that? Like, yeah, I don't think that was the right way to play that turn, to be honest. I mean, he might just be thinking that Lancia is enough. And he's going to shotgun it in the draw phase, which kind of sucks because it turns my Water Enchantress off. But I'm going to go summon Chick Dump. You know, I haven't done commentary in a bit. And I'm kind of feeling that as I'm doing this. I don't know what your guys' like opinion on it is thus far, but I don't feel like I'm the best commentator or the best version of myself at commentating right now. But as I start doing it some more again, I'll get back into the flow of things. And so if you kind of agree with me that it's not my best work, my apologies. But I'm gonna get back to it and practicing. So Tiger Effect, summon out Martin. Overlay for Dugaris. Activate Dugaris effect. Draw 2, discard 1. We draw Twin Twister and Rite of Amisyr. And I'm going to discard... I don't remember what I discard. Looks like Zephyros. So then I declare Battle Phase. The reason I declare Battle Phase here is because he has the fusion that I know. He has this on board. So my assumption is that he has the names in hand to make Battle Butler. And so I declare battle because if he lets me declare battle, I can crack the fire, and then all 3 cards in hand have to be the 3 names required for a fusion summon. But I also have the Twin Twister that can pitch one of these cards to pop the back row. So once he confirms that battle's fine, I know I'm not going to get hit by Battle Butler. And so here, still in battle, I Twin Twister, getting rid of Serenade Dance, popping the Pandemonium. And then main 2, I'm going to activate Rite, summon the token, activate Adventure. And then I'm going to use Adventure, search Rider, pitch Yellow Martin, special out the Griffin, and then add the Equip spell. And this is kind of insane, actually. So then from here, I'll special out the Enchantress, the Water Enchantress, because I have a Adventure token and a card that lists it or something like that. Link into IP, and then bounce Tiger for Yellow Martin. Activate Tiger, special out Chick effect dump. Overlay for the Forstrix effect for Raider's Wing. Special out the Wing. This deck just goes crazy, dude. We're going to link those away into an Appaloosa for 3. Bounce Tiger for Zephyros. Activate Tiger. Special out the Kaleido Chick. Then overlay for the Dweller. And then pass. So here he's going to have to play through Appaloosa, Dweller with the Griffin Rider. And the thing is that this Mystic Mine isn't actually going to hurt us, because we have the Equip spell to bounce it on the following turn, and he doesn't have a way to crack the board also. So I'm going to standby phase Dweller. He's going to summon fire anyways. Activate Pranks. Pranks effect discard. And I don't know what I'm thinking here, like, in the sense that I don't think he's really able to play. This gives him follow-up, like, on the end phase to possibly get a hand trap. And so I'm guessing, like, my line here is just, like, if I negate this, he's on 1 card. What can that 1 card actually be that would cause me, like, any harm? And I don't really think there is one. And so I just Griffin negate that, shuffle it in, and then that goes. He goes battle phase. I don't know what... Oh, he suicides so that the Mystic Mine has nothing on board. He drops mine. I shouldn't draw this, by the way. I should not be able to draw Griffin Rider because I used Dugaris. And I don't think I corrected that either. I think I didn't realize it. But here, anyways, we just equip spell bounce. And then we wouldn't have the rider, right? But we would have this engrave, which banishes to search right. And then we would activate Faithful Search Griffin Pitch Right, Special Griffin. And then it would be 24, 44, 64, 74, 81. So we still had game. I just shouldn't have been able to draw there. But we bounced the Mystic Mine. We search Griffin, Special Griffin, attack for game. And that's the match. So I really like this deck. My theory behind it mainly is like Tiger kind of loses to Ogre. A lot of people are playing Ogre. Also, getting this like Valor Impermed is like not like game breaking because you still typically have Tiger that could special out a guy and then you still make plays, but it does hurt. And so if you can establish the Griffin Rider first, I just feel a lot safer and I feel like it's a fun deck. So if you guys want the deck profile, it's on my channel. I could post it in the description or in the comments for you if you want it to be easier to find. And again, like let me know your feedback on the match, on like the plays that I brought up in particular, if you thought that one thing was sharking on my end or his, and just like let me know what else you want to see. Thank you guys for watching.